want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, hi, we are Stegosaurus Sex Party.
Yeah.
All right, now then, how did the band start? All right, now then, how did the band start?
It just kind of happened. We just ended. We're all mates anyway, and we've all been writing music for ages. So we just ended up with a few songs, and it was just like, oh, I think we're a band now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, we always had these little sessions where we get together and write tunes. There was no focus to it or anything like that. And then at some point, it was just like, well, we've got a couple of tunes together. Should we get in a practice room, see what happens? Bang them out, play it loud, all that sort of shit. And then we were going to like these local nights at the Arches in Cov, and just spoke to Rota. He was there that night and was just like, yeah, any chance of getting a gig at some point? He was like, yeah. What's your band called? And at that point, we didn't have a name. We had a bunch of potential names, but no name. Wankstein just goes, "Oh, Stegosaurus Sex Party." He's like, right, yeah, you're on. So,
The name definitely got us a gig.
Yeah, so you've answered my next question. It was just an off-the-cuff remark.
Yeah.
Or blag.
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It was just like, well, I mean, to be fair, we like, what you mean the name Stegosaurus Sex Party? Yeah, like we had like fucking shitloads of them. We had like so many names written down for like what we might call this band if it was a band, if it was gonna do anything.
Yeah.
And I think that one just sort of like just stuck out in his head. I don't know. He said it.
We narrowed it down. We narrowed it down to about 10, and then the guy asked me, and I just picked one randomly out of my head. So it was that.
So what were the two other options on the table?
A lot of options. When we was writing stuff, we said we wasn't allowed to leave the room or have a smoke or have a drink unless we wrote another name down.
Yeah.
So we just built up a whole double-sided whiteboard of names.
Yeah, I got a picture. We ain't got the whiteboard no more. I got a picture of it, but like honestly, mate, I'll put it. Oh, yeah, I can't fucking see it. Don't work.
That's working fantastically.
That's working beautifully.
So what were some of the other options as names?
Okay, well, I'll just go through the list. Tell me when to stop because there's fucking loads, mate.
Well, I've just realised we've got about 10 minutes for this Zoom meeting, so I don't know how that's going to work out.
Yeah, no, we'll be here all night. So yeah, foot butter, soggy biscuit for two, black seahorse, Bill Murray, belly fuckers, shit nipple, blunder shark, fire bastards, twats, clean cut butch and the wank stains, Bragosaurus,
That's close.
Stegosaurus Sex Party, vaginal seepings, Tino Night Zone, Prance Mode, Cream Pie Sunday, Stegosaurus Sex Party, King Dildo, Bumplosion 3D, Window Penis, Cyndi Lauper, Valentine's Day Mortal Kombat Tournament, Massive Toast, Stacked Allen, Tennis Factory, Fragrance.
I think most of these would have got us the gig. The first gig.
I want to see you just rock up and just say, "Hi, we're Bill Murray."
Yeah.
I was looking forward to getting a gig of Cyndi Lauper, to be honest. That was
Yeah, Cyndi Lauper was good.
That would have been pinnacle. That really would. So what type of bands influenced you when you were setting up or when you're in the studio?
That's a tough question. I don't know really. But me and Butch are always quite heavily influenced by therapy, but not consciously. We just listen to a load of therapy as kids.
Like I think for all of us, what ends up happening is we all end up writing in the same way as we like learned to write when we were kids. So all of that like influence always comes through in some way. Like you can hear all of our favorite bands when we're teenagers, like when we play, but obviously we just got like a little bit better, tiny bit better at instruments, debatably. So like I don't know, like for me, like I'm like I was a big Faith No More fan, and like that I think that comes through. But like I didn't pick up playing a bass till we had this band. I played guitar up to that point, so like yeah, so that I think that sort of stuff comes through. But like Nirvana probably comes through for all of us, I guess. But then like, but then what we generally sort of like spend our time listening to, I mainly listen to like hip hop and soul and shit like that. So like I don't really, noise rock and some stuff occasionally, but like Afrobeat stuff and jazz and all that sort of shit. So like I think
we're all over the place on our
yeah, definitely.
Really.
And like bands like for me, I think one of the bands that sort of inspired how we take to the stage, I guess, at least like how we want to like present. Like I've always been a big fan of McCluskey and like Falco, like just a general picture to the left. I've got a Christian Fitness t-shirt on now, you can see sort of thing. Like so, like that sort of like attitude of like just doing shit that entertains yourself, sort of thing. Like that proper like ultra performance. I think like one of the things that someone mentioned to us at the end of a gig actually, which is like probably one of our favorite things that I've ever heard anyway, was someone that said that we reminded them of Bottom, Rick Mail and Ade Edmondson, and like that's massive influence.
Oh yeah.
Sort of thing. They're huge influences on all of us, and like that's like fucking class. So like I'd put that above any sort of musical influence on this band, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
Twice we've also had people say that we're like a cartoon on stage as well, which is also like that.
That's cool. That's good. Well, again, you've kind of answered the next question already. So
oh mate, I'm sweet at this. It's fucking natural.
Right. This I'm interested in this one. What's your favourite song that you've written?
Mine's probably Box. Which one?
Crouch EFT.
Santa Sack.
Yeah, Santa Sack. Yeah. No, usually it's just anything that it changes for me anyway. It changes because it just depends what we wrote recently. Like that's get bored easily, and like one of the things about like especially when we started out the band, like and I think we've got a little bit better at it now, just in terms of like knowing what we want to sound like and that. But we scrapped way more songs than we ever like put out or ever played. Like, do you know what I mean? Like. Yeah, man.
Excellent. Lads, it's been a pleasure. Thanks ever so much for doing this. And roll on the 17th.
Yeah, man.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, too right.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man. Yeah, definitely. All right, sweet. Thanks again. Cheers, man.
You take it easy. Have a good weekend,
guys.
Yeah, take care, man. See you in a bit. Later.
All the best. Cheers, boys.
Nice one.